Good morning, students. This is the lesson of class 10 for the subject of geography. Topic: Methods of irrigation in India, which is covered in chapter 7, Water Resources, starting on page number 152 of your textbooks, and is being submitted to you on 12th of July 2021. In the previous session, we had discussed a few methods of irrigation as canal irrigation and tank irrigation. Now we'll continue the topic and discuss about the third method, that is wells. A well is a small hole dug in the surface of the earth to obtain water from the subsoil for irrigation purposes. It is practiced in areas where plenty of groundwater is available and depth of the water table does not exceed 15 meters. Well irrigation is confined to the areas of alluvial plains where, owing to the soft nature of the soil, wells can be easily dug. Areas where well irrigation is practiced includes Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Haryana, West Bengal, Gujarat, etc. Types of wells. First is the surface well. It may be unlined or kacha well, means not lined by bricks or cement, or the lined ones. That we also call it as pakka wells or the cemented ones. Water from these wells is lifted for irrigation in a number of ways, as the Persian wheel method, the inclined plane method as up here, and the lever method. Now let us discuss about its advantages. It is a cheap method of irrigation. Many chemicals as nitrates, sulfates are mixed with well water, which add fertility to soil. The disadvantages are: first, underground water distribution varies from region to region and it may dry up during summers. Second, sometimes the underground water is salty or brackish, which is unfit for irrigation. Third, it is difficult to dig wells in the hilly areas. Now, apart from the surface well, the second type is the tube wells. Tube well is a deeper well at a depth of 20 to 30 meters from which water is lifted up with the help of power-driven pumps. Ideal conditions: availability of plentiful water, level land and soft soil, regular cheap electricity availability is required. Its advantages is it can irrigate large area, as you can see. It is easier to bring up large amount of water and it is perennial means of irrigation. Whereas it has two disadvantages as its excessive use deplete the groundwater. Second, it is expensive as it requires continuous supply of electricity. So these are all about the ancient methods. Now coming to the modern methods of irrigation, and these are: first one, the sprinkler irrigation. In this method of irrigation, a pipe fitted with a nozzle on the top is used through which water is sprayed directly to the required plants. It is often referred as overhead irrigation method. It has few advantages as there is no loss of water by seepage and no loss of water by evaporation. It has a few disadvantages also as it is an expensive method, it covers a small land area and use for crop need less water. The second modern method of irrigation is the drip irrigation. This is usually used to irrigate fruits and vegetables. This system includes perforated pipes that are placed between rows of crops or buried along their roots and give water directly to its roots. As a result, evaporation is drastically reduced and water conserved. It allows grower to customize an irrigation program most beneficial to each crop. Next is, or the third is the bamboo irrigation. In the northeast states, Meghalaya, this system of tapping stream water by using bamboo pipes is prevalent. This method is very economical as no need to fuel or power is required. It can be used in areas where bamboo is available free of cost or low cost. Its only disadvantage is that bamboo starts to rot during the rainfall. Now students, before going any further in the topic, let me ask you a few questions, after which you may pause the lesson for 3 minutes to write down their answers. So your questions are, first, name 2 methods of drawing water from the well. Second, name a few modern methods of irrigation in India. And third, what is the demerit of bamboo irrigation? Now, let us discuss their answers, children. Answer number 1 is the Persian wheel method, inclined plane method, and the lever method. Answer number 2, the modern method of irrigation are sprinkler method, drip irrigation, and bamboo irrigation. And answer number 3, bamboo starts to rot in the rainfall. This is the only demerit of your bamboo irrigation. Now let us continue the topic and discuss about the need to conserve water. We need to conserve water because the overexploitation of underground water often results in low water table. And second, the loss of vegetation causes droughts and reduction of rainfall. Third, irrigation utilizes more than 90% of your fresh water. Fourth, increase in population results in water scarcity. And many water resources are polluted and can hardly be used without adequate treatment. So that's why we have to conserve water. Now for that, the conservation practices. To conserve water, we have to adopt rainwater harvesting, water saving technologies, encourage watershed development, and water recycling and preventing water pollution. Now let us discuss about the rainwater harvesting first. Rainwater harvesting is collecting and storing of rainwater to harvesting surface and groundwater, prevention of losses through evaporation, and efficiently using limited water endowments of an area, such as a watershed. So here it is a picture of your rainwater harvesting. The first method under it is the rooftop rainwater harvesting method. Rainwater can be collected over our rooftop and within houses premises and can be channelized through small PVC pipes into the underground pits. Well to be used further. It is being used in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, also in Rajasthan. This technique is simple, practical, and cost effective. It improves quality of groundwater and reduces soil erosion. Second is the recharge of groundwater. We have various kinds of recharge structures are possible to ensure that rainwater percolates in the ground. Like first, bore wells and dug wells are used to raise the groundwater table by collecting rainwater on rooftop, which then diverted by drain pipes to filtration tank. Then it flows to the bore wells. Second, the recharge pit excavated into the ground, lined with bricks or stone walls, with opening at regular intervals. Third, percolation pits is a bored hole up to 30 centimeters diameter drilled in the ground. Fourth, recharge trenches are excavated on ground and refilled with porous media as pebbles, boulders, and brick banks. Fifth, permeable surface like a patch of grass is used to retain large proportion of rainwater. So children, this is about the conservation method as rainwater harvesting. Now your homework is on the basis of the above summaries, you are able to find the answers of these questions as question number 10, 12, 15, 18, 20, 22 and 29. So with this, I conclude this interactive session. Thank you.